Alright, I am now recording a third episode of Minecraft. I'm just having a really good time right now. I'm just enjoying myself so much. Like, there's no timer, there's no enemies that are really a threat. I'm just building and having a good time. And I hope you're here for the vibes. Like, this isn't probably going to be a huge long series unless you guys just really love it and come back for it, but yeah, we're just gonna build, we're gonna be happy, we're gonna enjoy ourselves a lot. We don't really have any like specific goals. We're just gonna be we're just gonna be building our little castle. Can we not build armor? I remember there being stone armor, but maybe I'm wrong. Helmet. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe there isn't a stone. Oh wait, don't. Maybe we need ingots for that. I'm gonna Google that real quick just to make sure. Stone armor Minecraft. Oh, it doesn't naturally exist. Okay. I swear I remember making stone armor, but I guess I'm crazy. Hmm, that's weird. But yeah, I don't know if the copper update is out, but I really want to get into some of the automation stuff if it is. Like, I've never gone like super crazy with redstone. I am a programmer, and I've seen people make like I can't remember how crazy they got with it, but I've seen people essentially make one, two, three, make some pretty basic computers in this game. And I could theoretically do that if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm that crazy, honestly. I think I'll probably just like slide together some kind of contraption at some point to like auto harvest crops or something, but otherwise, I'm not gonna go too wild. Oh, hey, I have new. Oh, I think those are the same recipes I had before, honestly. Maybe we'll build a maybe we'll build like an automated defense system that drops gravel in front of our base. That could be cool, but it's also going to be a pain if it drops at the wrong time. But yeah, I think that's going to happen though. Even though it's kind of silly and there's no real enemies that threaten me, we're just going to like role play it out. And who knows, maybe I don't 100% know if I can turn a single player thing into a multiplayer thing later, but if I can, I might do that in the future. But yeah. Ooh, we finally got some coal. Too bad we remember how it works, so we don't need it anymore. Alrighty, I'm not gonna complain. It's XP too. The XP system in this game has always been very different from literally every other game I've ever played. Like, I've never played a game that quite works like this. Like, you have to spend XP. Well, I guess it kind of is vaguely D&D-ish. I've never actually played D&D because I've never had friends that were into it. But yeah, I'd love to play D&D someday, but that might be a thing that happens later as a series, perhaps. Oh joy, we're out. We will just like real quick make a hodgepodge little setup here and go get our tools remade. I always thought the tools broke a little too easy in Minecraft. Like, they don't need to break so easily. We need sticks. We need sticks. And we get sticks. Yes, lots of sticks, please. Let's just not run out of sticks for a while. I don't like having to come back for sticks. Alright, we'll make 3 of these, I guess. We'll make 2 of these because I don't have room in my inventory. We'll put some of our dirt away. We're not going to keep a lot of dirt. Like, we don't need a lot of dirt. Look at that, look at that. We're just making a nice little progress, aren't we? Also, my lips are really dry for some reason. It might be because my tongue is healing. Like, maybe the water's... I don't really know if that would be how that would work, but maybe the my tongue is healing from the burn, so it's like sucking up some of the water. That seems plausible. Can't say if it's true, but it seems plausible enough. We need 1 block of dirt here, yes. Yes, we do. We need a block of dirt. How about you? Hmm. Oh, I watched the Final Destination movies last night with my wife. Well, not all of them, but we watched Final Destination 4 because she'd never seen it. Those movies don't hold up at all. So, like, they're fun little romps for what they are, but they just are so ridiculous. It almost takes me out of it how ridiculous they are. Um, like in the fourth one, at some point, one of the characters has like almost like gotten caught up in the designs of death or whatever's happening in those movies, and she survived it. And she's watching a movie, and like they're doing a meta narrative thing because like the movie like one of the big events happens inside of a movie theater and it's meant to be like ooh scary, it could happen to you, this is in 3D and it's happening in a theater and you're in a theater kind of thing. Doesn't work after the movie's out of theater, but whatever. Anyways, and like she already knows like all these crazy things are happening and she's like I'm done with this, it's over. And then of course she gets immediately taken out because duh. What kind of movie do you think you're in? This isn't gonna have a happy ending. But anyways, it's just kind of eye rolly, and it the CGI. I mean, I get it's an early tens movie, but it does not hold up at all. It's just not good. Like it's not bad. Like it's not awful. It's not a Sci-Fi Channel original movie bad. But yeah, it's not great either. So yeah, I uh, I enjoyed the movie well enough. Like it wasn't bad, but like it didn't hold up at all, and it was very obvious it didn't hold up. Like they had no expectations it would, honestly. Like there's just some scenes in there that they must have known they did not have the technical ability to make look amazing. Although they did some practical stuff at least once or twice that looked nice. Anytime they do something with anytime they do something with a nail gun, you just know it's gonna look brutal and crazy. Because you know that's not that hard to set up. You just need like a little remote control device, and you got yourself a really horrifying looking effect. There we go. Alrighty, so we're gonna expand our walls. Where are our walls? I still don't have 100%. I still don't know what I'm gonna do 100% right now. Like we want walls, we want a moat. Well, we have a moat already because that's just naturally part of the layout of our area. But yeah, we want this to look a little bit unnatural because we want it to we want it to stick out and be obvious and easy to find. Like I'm one of those people who gets lost fairly easy. There we go. We're gonna need a lot of walls, so let's just make a lot of walls right now. Full stack of walls. There we go. So I want my base to stick out against the surroundings as much as possible. Oops. I don't want that to go to waste. But yeah, we're getting a nice little look here. It's starting to look good, I think. We'll have to also dig off the top too, though, because we'll have to make sure it looks good on top. We don't want our roof to look bad. And we're still doing the whole thing where we're going to have our floor one out. So, like, it looks like a... Ooh, andite. I don't know what that is, but I want to get rid of it so I'm not accidentally crafting it. I honestly don't know what that's for. I don't even know if that was a thing last time I played. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I might just have forgotten it, but yeah. There's probably a button to just auto craft to 60, but I don't know what it is. So, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, look how unnatural this looks. This is perfect. This is something a medieval crusader would inhabit. Let's... Do you like medieval crusader architecture? I like medieval crusader architecture. You'd have to be crazy not to like it. It looks so nice. We'll also have to make some stairs inside to get to the roof so we can make like a defensible little thing out of it, but yeah. Anyways, let's just dig this out some more. I think this is going to come together very nicely. We're just going to get a very nice little chill stream going. In all honesty, I don't expect anyone to watch the stream, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not a new game. I'm not a particularly interesting person, but if you like a little bit of architecture, you like a little bit of building, stick around, you know? I'm gonna give you what you want. There's gonna be a lot of architecture. There's gonna be a lot of building. I kind of want to work on my roof more. Yes. So we're gonna have to have real walls. Like this is gonna be like our outer wall, and there's gonna be a gap, and I think this is gonna be our real wall. Because that makes sense, right? That's a normal thing to say. I'm not sure where I want my entrance to the roof to be, but it might be around here, actually. Like, ooh, my shovel's gone. They could really increase the durability for shovels and early stuff, because it's, like, it doesn't really affect you if they go down. Like, you're just going to build more of them, right? It's not a big deal. Alright, I think our little... Yeah, we're gonna do it too wide here. Oops. There we go. We're gonna make this look nice. This is not gonna be the kind of dwelling a poor Harry Potter would find himself in. This is gonna be nice. Hey, anyone remember when Harry Potter wasn't weighed down by whatever weird crap J.K. Rowling has tweeted recently? Like, this isn't even like a political thing. It's just like the wizard poop thing. Anyone she apparently wizards don't have bathrooms or something, which is weird because I remember there explicitly being a bathroom in that movie. But anyways, they don't have to go to the bathroom. They can just use their magic to get rid of the poop. And like I don't know why she thought that was a good idea to say. Like that's such a strange thing to say. Why would you say that? Anyways, a reminder that this door is just temporary. We'll eventually do something better with it. We need to go outside. Wait, no, I think we can do it from above. Yeah, we're gonna do that from above. Our base isn't very protective right now, but we don't need to be. We're not gonna run into any dangers, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Why can't I place it there? What's wrong with this spot right here? There we go. Oh, look at that. That's gonna be real nice once we start getting the extra stuff in. Oh no. Oh, mini zombie. Chicken jockey, chicken jockey. Oh man, I did not want to be in the theater when kids went crazy for the chicken jockey. I was reading about people throwing chickens, all kinds of crazy stuff. There we go. Thank you for going down. Anyways, we're gonna put like a little crafting hovel here, or maybe just some storage stuff. I don't know. We're gonna make a nice little cozy nook like Harry Potter never got. But yeah. Anyways, like as I was saying, it's not even a political thing. It's just some of the things she was tweeting were just bizarre. Like I know Death of the Author and all of that, which is, if you're not familiar, a concept where you can separate the works of the author from the works of the author from the actual work, but kind of hard when they're on Twitter saying crazy stuff. Wizards, they poop themselves. The pooping wizards. See, that's just not a normal thing to say in any circumstance. Yeah, we're starting to get a nice little shapeliness to this. Although I think I'm going to actually like do a checkerboard pattern, like that way you could. Well, I need to start from the corner actually. A checkerboard pattern, and then there'll be, like for archers to fire out of. Like this is a real medieval thing going on here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be real nice. A checkerboard pattern. There we go. There we go. Love me a checkerboard pattern. Oh, look at that. But yeah, that way our roof is like protected and we can theoretically fight off invaders. Not that there's really going to be invaders, but at some point maybe. Literally the only problem with making a nice base like this is it gets a lot more personal if something breaks the base. What is holding this tree up? I have the mod that gets rid of trees, so there must just be a bit of wood somewhere I'm not seeing. What is keeping this wood alive? Ooh, that soundtrack's hitting just right. Maybe a little bit melancholy, just overall very beautiful. We'll use our wooden hoe. There we go. Here it is. This was the last one. I just couldn't see it. There we go. Cleaned up. That's a nice little improvement there. Oops. But yeah. Anyways, I think I was talking about this last episode and I kind of forgot, but I'm probably gonna go see the new, well, not new, but the remade How to Train Your Dragon. I'm not really the audience for that anymore, but like it just looks like it's a really nice movie, and I could use a really nice movie. I don't know what happened, but I feel like we as a culture just stopped making nice movies for the most part. Like outside of like kids movies, there's very few just like good vibe kind of movies anymore. Like they're mostly serious, they're dark, so forth. Although I'm hearing good things about the new Superman movie. Like it's not crazy dark. People are generally decent people in the movie. You know, the good stuff. And we put our yes. Like it sounds like it's going to be a really good movie, and I'm not super into superheroes. Like I've got to admit, if I had to put myself on a scale of nihilism and optimism, I'd probably fall on the nihilistic side. But I don't know. Even I'm getting a little tired of these superhero movies where the villain breaks the hero or the villain has a point or whatever. It's like, maybe not anymore. Like the world is not always a great place anymore, and it would just be nice to ignore that for a little bit, you know? Like it's not that the world's an awful place 100% of the time. Good things happen, but like nowadays with so much going on in the world, it would just be nice to have more good movies where good people win, I guess. And not just kids movies is the thing. I'd really like it if that was like we could get a serious adult movie too that had the same general ethos, you know? Oh, did I use up all my yeah, I used up all my floor. Alright, we're gonna use up. We're just gonna make some more floor, I guess. Let's see. There we go. Let's make a good stack of it. We need a lot. There we go. That's a lot. There we go. Yeah. I just want some good vibes, but still like aimed at my age group kind of movies. Like me and my wife, so my wife is Filipino. I don't know if I've mentioned that on this, so that's the context you need. But anyways, my wife's Filipino, and they make a lot of rom-com movies over there. And for some reason, they always have to veer into being super dramatic and sad, and like usually someone tragically dies. You get the idea. And sometimes it makes absolutely no sense. Like there was this one movie called Love Kita Kita, which is like love you, or basically it's just love you. Wait, love you, you, or you love love, or something like that. Anyways, I can't 100% remember. I'm bad at Filipino. Apologies, honey. But technically the language is called Tagalog, by the way. But anyways, so like the movie's an emotional rom-com, right? The main girl is blind. She was in a committed relationship, and then the relationship ended, and it was so shocking to her that she went blind. And I want to say she's a tour guide. Anyways, she's a tour guide in Japan, which is really important because like the Filipinos have a huge diaspora of people who go to other countries to work because they can make a better living and support their families better. But anyways, so the movie starts out with like this girl. She's gone blind, and after having her little traumatic event, which honestly wasn't that traumatic, but whatever. Anyways, and then there's this guy, and he's also a Filipino, obviously. But anyways, and he's a mascot, I want to say. Anyways, like he just works his darndest to make this girl fall in love with him, and he seems like a good guy, and they get along, and then out of nowhere, like 2/3 of the way through the movie, he gets hit by a car and dies. And it's like, what? What? What just happened, right? Anyways, putting apart how dumb and weird that is, so it gets worse from there actually. Ah, oops. Anyways, so the guy, like, like she goes to his things and she finds out more about him, and then it gets really weird. So like apparently he was stalking her, right? So he was stalking her, and like it just gets really weird. Like he was stalking her the whole time, and he learned all this stuff about her way before, and he was in the background of a bunch of events, and it just kind of like ruins the romance of the movie. I'm just gonna quickly check my message, and it just completely ruins the romance of the movie, and because like he basically artificially engineered the whole actually I gotta tell you this part. This is a bit of a spoiler, so if you ever want to watch Love Kita Kita, don't let me spoil it for you. But anyway, so like because of love or whatever, her blindness is cured just in time to watch the guy get run over. And then like she starts going through his things and stuff, and finds out he's actually a stalker. And the reason he was able to like so perfectly woo her is because he's a stalker. He knew all this stuff about her ahead of time, and it's just like, what even? Why would you? It was a perfectly fine rom com before that point, and then it just gets weird. Like, why would you do that? What was the like? Just cut all of that out. Just cut all of that out and make the movie a basic rom-com. Why you didn't need to just make the guy a weird creep. You didn't need to kill him off. You didn't need to make him a stalker. Like none of that improved the movie at all. In fact, I think it made it markedly worse. Like at the end of the movie, I didn't hate it or anything, but it's just like, what even just happened? Why did that? Like right? Like what even? I think I want these stairs to be 3 wide just so they can mirror those stairs. No, actually, I want so 2 wide, and then these are just gonna be dramatic. So yeah, Filipino movies have a weird habit of just taking a weird swing at the very end and just being something totally different. Especially the rom-coms. Mm. Like there's this one rom-com, I don't remember the name of it. So spoiler if you ever want to watch Filipino rom-coms. So there's this guy. They're going to Greenland or Iceland. I don't remember which it is. And what am I down here for? Oh, I was gonna make another shovel, wasn't I? No, I have another one. But anyways, and then she suddenly just goes crazy on him, yells at him, is really mean to him for no good reason. And then they break up, and then it's very sad and dramatic. And then after a while, like she contacts him again. He's in a new committed relationship with another girl, and turns out the reason she went crazy is because she had a brain tumor and it was making her crazy, and like now she's even crazier. But they have and this man's new fiance, I think she was, must be an absolute saint because imagine like I mean like it's more complicated. It's actually kind of complicated because like it's a bad situation for everyone involved. But imagine if your significant other one day comes up and tells you, "Hey, the girl I was seeing before you has brain cancer. She's requested that I visit her, and like I'm not gonna rekindle our love or anything, but like honestly, it would be hard to take something like that seriously. Like, I mean, you have to be an absolute saint to be like, yeah, sure, honey, go on, go see your ex who's dying and in a dying tragically, and I mean, you're an awful person if you don't, but you're also like, it's a completely normal thing to be like, maybe not. I don't know. Like, I trust my wife very much, and even I would be a little weirded out if she was like, oh, I need to go see my ex-lover who's dying. You're okay with that, right, honey? Like, I'd let her just because I'm not like a controlling nut job, but I'd be completely in my right to feel weird about the whole situation. And they all just have a twist like that. There was another one. I can't remember what it was called, but it has a actor who's really popular over there called Vice Ganda. They're like a comedian. Anyways, by the way, that name is literally translates to something like Vice Beautiful. So that's a kind of a weird name. But anyways, um, it probably sounds better than them, I guess. But anyways, so, like, the whole plot of the movie is like they're overseas, they're earning money for their family, and their family blows all the money. And then there's kind of like this whole reconciliation arc, but like, honestly, you were completely in your right to be angry about that. Like, you were working hard, sending so much money home, and then you find out they're just wasting the money. Like, completely right to be angry. I would probably just never talk to any of them again until they paid me back. But anyways, so like she goes there, she reconciles with her family, and then wait, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if they're trans or gay. I think my wife refers to them as she, so they might be. I really don't know. It's a little different over there. Like it's not quite one to one with the American style politics, so I'm trying to be respectful. But anyways, so we might make a dock over here. That would be cool, having a little dock on the side of our castle. But anyways, I don't know if I could ever forgive them if I were her, him, it. Sorry, the it's not meant to be insulting. It's just I genuinely don't know which to use. But yeah, like I would never forgive them. Like that's just such a betrayal. Like how could you ever forgive someone who just, you know, wasted all the money you worked hard for? And then out of nowhere, by the way, they die of cancer in the end. Oops. So you work your entire life to support these people. It turns out they were just wasting your money the whole time. You get your father's bakery up and running so they can support themselves, and then you have cancer and die. And the thing with the movie is it's like Filipino rom-com comedies have this weird habit of switching between being dramatic and silly at a moment's notice. So like one moment you're like, ah, you betrayed me, and then the next moment they'll be like, oh, that was a little weird, and then the next moment they'll be crying, and then they made up, and then they're having a silly outfit or something, and it's just not my thing. I watch the movies because my wife wants to watch them, not because I like them. But I'm glad she enjoys them. Like she's a little homesick because we haven't been able to go back to the Philippines for a while, so it's a small little sacrifice to make. Like I have to watch a movie I don't 100% enjoy, and it's not like I don't laugh. Sometimes they do have funny scenes, and sometimes the movies aren't bad, but especially they just undermine themselves, and I just don't know why they feel the need to do that. So like the premise of the movie we watched last night is that there's this girl. She's cursed by a mythological creature, and the mythological creature has cursed her so that her love goes missing, so she can never have true love or whatever. And like we are given actual examples of this happening throughout the movie. We want torches up here. Yes, yes. And we're given actual examples. Like at one point, she starts liking a TV star, and he just disappears. And like it's an actual case that we see on TV. So people are really disappearing, and like we're led to believe this curse is a very real thing. And then about halfway through the movie, they reveal that the mythological creatures weren't real, and it was actually her parents. And that's the reason why her parents aren't in the movie, and she's an orphan. They were like abusive, and this was her child brain way of trying to handle what was going on. Okay, sure, whatever. Little too dramatic for me, but whatever. Um, but then it's revealed that the curse was 100% fake, and these guys were never really disappearing, which is really weird. I don't know 100% how to take that, honestly. Like, kind of undermine the whole idea of the movie, honestly. It's not even a bad movie in the end. Like, it wasn't super funny, it wasn't super boring, it wasn't super anything. It was just like a movie where you watch it, and at the end, it's over. I don't even remember what that movie was called. Something like My Love Will Make You Disappear. So the title is even playing into that curse, and then the curse just isn't real. Like, what even? What even? Like, you just undermine the entire premise of your movie. Why would you do that? Have I run out of stone? I'm gonna have to mine for more stone. And I just don't know why they feel the need to do that every single time. Like, I just don't like that. Like, when I sign up for a movie, I want the premise to actually matter. I want the movie to, like, take itself seriously for the most part if it's supposed to be a serious movie, and if it's not, it's not. But yeah. Anyways, I think we want to go deeper, but we're gonna start like making little side paths here, I think. I think we might be under the water, but I'm not sure. We'll have to be super careful not to flood this. But yeah, I just want some side branching paths just for fun. We'll also make signs and stuff to make it really clear what's in each area. Oh yeah, right. We were mining for stone because we can't make more of the slabs. Anyways, we're gonna call it an episode right about here. I'm still having fun, so this is gonna keep going. We're still gonna work on Chateau Minecraft. I hope you've been enjoying this chill stream, and I hope you join me for the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. Bye.